Oh, hello. Sleepy. Very sleepy. Oh, man. I should start drinking coffee again. It takes too lot of time. No time to make coffee. Instant coffee's not the best. Depends what it is. Yeah, it's weird. Coffee's something that I always drink when I work in an actual job, like a real job. I drink it non-stop. But then I get home and I drink tea at home. I think actually let's pick this. Let's pick this level here. Okay, so we can see where it's getting its height from. If we look at that little purple about there. Does that not work? Hang on a minute. It's a very thin ledge. Let me turn the brush size down maybe. I think it's where the purple, that little purple mess is. I don't think there's enough to sample it. I don't know because it's, okay, let's see, maybe that's it. But that looks like it's going up to the next level. Let's find out. Can I always undo it? Oh no, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Because what I think would be interesting. Ooh, way too big. Would be to make a ledge that comes along here. That kind of connects onto this side here. Just give it a bit more oomph here. Ah! Don't go into the town. No, 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 no. This thing's really hard to control. I suck at all this stuff. I really do. Let's take it from here. Try and connect that up. There we go. Made a bit of a mess here, but that's alright. So we got like a pathway, like a ledge. I need more stuff like this, like ledges and pathways and stuff. Now that makes okay. That kind of forces the player. So if the player wants to go to town, man, you can't see town now. Behind that wall. I don't know if I just ruined everything. Now you can't see town from the lake. Is that bad? I feel like that's bad. Imagine that would also help with performance because it would trigger occlusion culling from both the lake and the town. Kind of separates them out for occlusion culling. Because this area is a little bit high on draw calls. I haven't put my fountain back yet. I don't know. I like the idea of like connecting this up over here, and then maybe taking this level now and then making like at least an area in here. Because everything's still too wedding cakey, so I need to do something about that. I don't know what I'm doing if I'm being honest. And then just kind of, I don't know, cut through, make like a layer here. Is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Ooh, not too far. It's way too far. You went too far, boy. Looks like shit right now, but it's not finished. I mean, I could even take that around. That would probably be the smart thing to do would be to probably follow it around this way. and slice that out. Oh my god, this looks awful. No, I don't know. It's like it's creating a level and a layer. And now you have like more interesting options. It's like you can go around the mountain and all the way around to the town. Like you could climb up here, go across this ledge, and I could put like things like chests and shit on this ledge and then glide down to the town. Again, it would help with occlusion as well. I don't know. I need to be in this area to see if I like it or not. And then maybe connect this up to this side. It's very big. Let's turn it back down. Whoa, too small. Like connect it up to this side and do something similar on this side, you know? Like, so we got an area at that level that we could put something on. I mean, actually, we need to get one of these. We need to get these windmills going. I mean, yeah, maybe I could put like windmills and stuff on this side. I think that's more interesting. Let's bake it and see. Bake it and see how it tastes. Bake me a good one, mama. Bake me a good one. Meanwhile, God, my mouth is so dry. Yeah, meanwhile, let me take the tablets that make my mouth dry. Because my mouth's dry. Because I have to take them every day. Sucks. And they keep opening my doors, and honestly, I'm gonna... I don't know. You know, I think I mentioned this before. It just reminds me of Jim Carrey in Me, Myself, and Irene, and they give him these tablets, and he just gives him cotton mouth, and he's just like... That's how these tablets make me feel. It's either that, or I end up with a peg leg. I should probably just do the peg leg, to be honest. Let's see how it feels. Obviously, I'll neaten it up. It's a freaking mess right now. But like, I don't know what to do. I've never really done anything like this. I mean, well, not in a... I guess the closest I got was just to take a standard terrain, and then I just kind of tried to splat objects down, which is sort of what I'm doing now. But I'm trying to like make it look like, you know, so it doesn't look so much like, I mean, at the moment it still looks too much like layers of a wedding cake that go all around. It's more interesting than my original world because at least there's like, well, now it's like the wedding cake just has 3 hills and then layers around that, but there's a couple of valleys here and there at least, which is nice, but it's still, it's not enough. It's like, yeah. This is hard, like trying to make especially with no experience. And I've looked all over YouTube like for, I don't know, course or advice or inspiration or something, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And they're all about anything that's about level design and world building. Most of them are just like, you know, oh, make sure you optimize and make sure you don't... They don't go into like the artistic. A lot of it's technical. Like I've got the technical side down. Technical side's not a problem. It's the artistic side I'm struggling with. It's like, well, how do you make a good world? You know what I mean? How do I take all these lumps of terrain and make them interesting? trying my best. But, it is hard because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so we got our lake, which is lovely. We're running at between 30 and 50 FPS. That should get better. We just dipped slightly down to below 30. It looks alright. I think it does look more interesting actually. Does it like now if you're at the lake, I imagine you can't see the town. Yeah, that actually it almost looks like it was designed. It wasn't, it was a happy accident. It almost looks like that wall was designed specifically to cull out the town. It wasn't, but yeah, and what's weird is it's running at 36 FPS right now. I was getting higher frame rates last night when the town wasn't culled out. Is culling the town out good? I didn't do it to cull the town out. I just thought it would make it more interesting. I don't know. I really don't know. So now you're kind of forced to do a bit of climbing to get into town. Well, you're not, because you could go all the way around here, but no one's going to want to do that. And that's another reason I wanted to do it. It's like her glider's too good, in fact, because she can get quite high on a glider, look, without doing any climbing. So that is actually great, because now it just kind of forces it to do a bit of climbing as well. Yeah, and then we got this little ledge. Oh, that is kind of interesting. Then we got this little ledge, and then we can, I don't know, we'll make like an area in here. Yeah, now it looks like I've got an area where I could actually put stuff. No, I think that is better. I think I'm on the right track. I think that was a good. I think that was a good move. Even if, like I say, I'm just putting like the windmills and things on either side of the town. And I like this ledge that connects both sides up. I think this is pretty neat. This path. Yeah, I think that's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. And then from here, you'll see the lighthouse over this way. Yeah, our frame rate's looking pretty good. Yeah, we can see the lighthouse from here. That's quite nice. I think that was a good move. I think it's a lot more interesting though. Oh, you can glide down to town. Being 30 FPS. These aren't optimized really yet, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I need to get my fountain back into town as well. I made a little path. Look at this, a little cobble path. I need colliders on all these as well. None of them have colliders right now. Check out my grass texture as well. Look at that grass texture. I made that myself. Kind of. Well, okay, I stole somebody else's and I colored it to match my world. I didn't actually draw the texture. The texture was... It came from that tree pack. Yeah, I haven't even got trees in here yet. But yeah, it blends when you blend it with the grass. So we blend it with the grass here. Like, look at that. Look at how full it looks. Oh, it looks so good. You can't really see where the grass... Well, okay, you can a little bit. You gotta be looking for it though. Yeah, it blends so nicely. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. It's starting to come together. Definitely. It's a weird bit. Yeah, I think it's better. I think that change was probably a good change. Because I just don't really know what I'm doing. And everything still feels so fucking flat. Because it kind of has to be. So I did something interesting here. So when yeah, these aren't okay. Those hills don't go high enough. Actually, those houses are floating. Yeah, so obviously in my previous game world, these houses must have been on like a little bit of a hill or something. I can't remember whether they came that way or whether that was because I had just so happened to have a hill there and I put them on top. So when I moved the asset into the new world and I saw those houses were taller, I thought, okay, I have two options. I can either bring the houses down to the ground or I can build some hills up to those houses so that it makes it a bit more interesting, I think. So I tried, as you can see, I tried to do that. I need to flatten it down as well so there's like a path. Yeah, she doesn't like those little hills though. They glitch her climbing right now, but we'll fix that. Yeah, that's still floating in the air, so we need to either bring it down or bring the hill up. Probably bring the hill up. Then I need to smooth the hill so that, and there's some crates need moving. There's loads to do. There's loads to do. That one looked like it was even on an even higher hill before, so I might need to do a second layer here. Yeah, because otherwise I worry everything's just going to look too flat. Because when you make the ground flat, wait, is that one floating as well? That one's floating as well. Is it all floating? Like, yeah. Actually, it might all be floating, but the grass is helping to disguise it. No, I just think it was that one. It's kind of weird. All right, so I mean, yeah, okay, the town needs some work. I mean, big surprise. Big surprise. We'll get there. We'll get there. That's actually really impressive that I've got this down to like under 3,000 batches. Look at where we are as well. Under 3,000 batches. Look at all the terrain. Look at all the flowers. Look at all the grass. Look at all the buildings. These lights... Well, actually, no, that one doesn't. So far, I've only done this one. But I built a lighting system as well, so... At 6 o'clock at night, this light will come on by itself. And then it'll go off at 6 a.m. in the morning. With like sunset and sunrise. And that was a giant pain in the ass to set up. It shouldn't have been, but because I've got LOD on it, yeah, oh my god, LOD is such a pain in the ass. And it uses shared textures as well, so I had to... Shared textures are a pain in the ass as well. Anyway, we got there in the end. That was a while ago, that was a few days ago now. That was before this, that was in the old world. In the old world, when Mama used to carve the chicken with a hatchet, Papa would smoke his pipe. Yeah, we're getting some glitchiness. See, since I need to do something about that, actually. So the ocean is glitching on the horizon since I turned the mesh quality down. Because, like, we don't need, like... The ocean looks fine as long as we get that ocean effect, which we're getting now. It doesn't need to have, like, 60 billion reflection probes. Like, I'd rather spend the cost... I'd rather spend the processing cost on my big, beautiful island rather than, like, endless fucking sea that the player's never going to really interact with. So I turned down the impact of the ocean on the level by turning down the mesh, and now the fucking horizon does that. So I think I'm probably going to need to, like, create a layer of fog across the horizon that disguises that, because I've tried. No matter what I do, I can't seem to... It only does it down here as well. It only does it, like, close to sea level. So if you get up high... Why is my teleport not working? I don't know. My teleport's... It's very temperamental. I'll say that. We need to get rid of these flowers off the beach. These flowers aren't supposed to be on the beach. The lighthouse is looking good. For the most part. I lost my light though, the actual light itself that rotates, and it helps stitch together that volumetric light effect of the lighthouse. Also, I think that light needs to go off in the morning and come on at night, so I'll link it to my automatic light system. At the moment, it's just on constantly, and it looks a bit strange during the day. There's my underground mines that aren't underground yet, because we're still figuring it out. We're still figuring out where everything's going to go. Yeah, I think it's looking good, though. I need to get all the grass off those cliffs. I need a custom anime cliff texture as well. But the cliffs are like, this is my biggest complaint now is like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing about the cliffs. And they should come all the way back around to the lake again. Yeah, the lake looks a bit shit at night as well. I noticed. It just looks like a black hole. I don't see any of the water effects or anything. So you put your torch on. Huh, even then I don't really see a water effect. I suppose I do a little bit. Where's our duck? There he is. Our duck needs some work as well. Look at the way he's swimming right now. I just stuck an animator on him, but he swims at an angle. And he doesn't even turn with the leg. So I don't know whether to stick some AI on him and give him like some path nodes. Or if I should just use an animator. I mean, I'm using an animator on him right now. I could just change a couple of keyframes, I guess. I just shot something together. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to make him a good duck. What's on actually? What also might be interesting? Where's that new ledge that I just built? It's this one, wasn't it? It's this huge monstrosity. So what's on the other side of that? Because this, if I built a tunnel here, it does seem like a good place for a tunnel as well. It would start to rain. If I built a tunnel through here that went under the town, where would it bring me out? Anywhere interesting? She doesn't want to climb up there. Oh god, she's messed up now. Okay. She's well and truly messed up. Yeah, she doesn't seem to like that for some reason. There we go. Okay, she likes that one. Come on, you can do it. Sadie, what are you doing? I need to get up here. Is this even the right one? Is this the one that I just built? There we go. Got up there eventually. Yeah, it is. So if I built a tunnel... Oh, no, that would defeat the whole point because... Yeah, the tunnel would literally just come out here, wouldn't it? Because this is the ground level of the other side, isn't it? So it would literally just come straight out into the town. Yeah, so that wouldn't be a good idea, I don't think. Oh, 26, 25 frames a second. Yeah, it's raining as well. It's putting a lot of... Yeah, we haven't really optimized this area yet, though. I don't know. There should be plenty of opportunity for it to cull. This is all marked as static, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. I expect a dip in performance in this area, but 26 frames a second is not good. We need to solve that. Should be marked as static. I don't even know where I'm looking. Town center. static. I need my windmills and shit and my fountain back. Oh yeah, let's bring more into the scene that's struggling to maintain frame rate. What a great idea. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, but look at the batches. The batches are up to 9,000. It's that fog. It'll be that volumetric fog. Because it wasn't that bad when we were here during a clear day. I bet it's that volumetric fog. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. The number of draw calls just went up to like 9,000. That's the volumetric fog, that baby. Okay, can we reduce? I've looked everywhere for that volumetric fog because that volumetric fog is actually the bane of my life. It looks great. There's volumetric clouds. They're fine. They're the clouds up in the sky. They actually, I love those. They're really great. And they're pretty low cost as well. I cannot find the volumetric fog for the life of me. I don't know where the fuck it is. But it's blocking my sun and my moon constantly. I never see my sun or my moon. So I've wanted to mess with the volumetric fog for a while now. It's adding too much it's adding too much cost to the workload. Killing my frame rate in this town right now. And if I could just find it, I could prove it, because I'd switch it off and we'd see that frame rate go up. But I can never find it. Where the fuck is it? You search for fog, nothing. Volumetric clouds. I mean, unless it was part, I'd stop now. Well, there you go. It's stopped now, right? We're still under 30 frames per second. Yeah, there you go. The light. Look, the light came on by itself. Look. Yeah, so I can do that with any light that I want in the game. Oh, my foot's itching me. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There's a lot of like little flowers and stuff on the floor as well. We could definitely get the mesh down. But now that you'll notice, now the volumetric fog's gone, right? The frame rate is better. It's slightly above 30 FPS, and the batches have gone down to almost half. We're now sitting at 5.5 thousand. That went up to 9,000 when the volumetric fog was here. So that's gone down to like 60% of what it was. So like 40% extra load. That's way too much. Like, yes, it looks nice, but like, holy shit. It doesn't look nice once your game starts chugging and it can't fucking draw everything. So I need to find that fog and reduce its footprint, because that's way too much. I'm sure that looks great in a photorealistic game that's like, you know, Silent Hill or something. But for a fun little anime game like this, it's a bit overkill. We don't need it. I'd rather have my frames back, thank you. I can never find it though. I don't know where it is. I really don't. I've looked and looked and looked and looked. And I'm sure I saw it once when I was just like, you know, hanging around the Unistorm hierarchy. But yeah, you read all of this, right? And it's like, so you've got your manager, which doesn't really give you anything tangible. You've got your settings and stuff here on Unistorm system. Is there anything I can change in here that might help? Time of day sounds, don't care. Play during precipitation. Yeah, the sounds are fine. I don't have an issue with those. Weather management. Cloud shadows. Yeah, they're fine. They don't have that much of a big impact. Cloud type volumetric. Yeah, we don't want 2D. They're low cost as well. Low cloud. Ah, here, fog type. Right, okay, so the only options we get for their fog is whether you want to use their fog or Unity's fog. I guess we could try Unity's fog. Okay, our draw calls are the lowest they've ever been in this town right now, 2,500, and there is a bit of a fog going on. Skybox fog height. Use radial distance. Fog mode exponential squared. Not a whole host of fog options. Okay, we're at 40 FPS right now. Yeah, see, that's the strange thing about fog. Like, fog can be a hindrance or a help, right? It's like, you use fog correctly, it can actually save you frames because you can cull shit out, right? You can occlude stuff with it, or limit like a shorter draw distance and stuff, which is exactly what they did in Silent Hill. Apparently that's the only reason there is fog in Silent Hill. It was basically a technical limitation that they were trying to hide. But done badly, and it's, you know, it took our 2,600 draw calls all the way up to 9,000 when we first got here. So wait a minute. Was it raining? That wasn't raining. It was literally just foggy, wasn't it? So my draw calls are looking really good right now in this town. Like, fuck me. Really good. 2,500 draw calls. That's a quarter of what it was when we first got here and there was fog. Yeah, the rain's just particle effects. That's just a screen overlay thing. That's very low cost. That's not causing any issues. We're 50 FPS right now. Holy shit. With 16.5 million verts. Yeah, I'm sure it was the fog. Yeah, because that's all looking really good, so the rain's fine. But also, I noticed, I wonder if it's something to do with my day and night cycle. Like, I wonder if it's more costly at night. Maybe I need to check, like, my moonlight settings and stuff. Yeah, given that we're in the town right now, that frame rate is really good. 40, 50, 55 FPS. And we got fog and we got rain. I need to keep an eye on that. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I think that was a good move overall. I am kind of worried about that town though, because like I'm gonna want at least one NPC there, which is gonna add a shit ton of extra requirement. Oh, is that its own grass? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's all underground anyway. I can't see it. But we can see the flowers coming up. Is that all of the grass? Where? Yeah, we can't see it's underground. Is that? That's not all of the grass. That was literally one piece of grass. Okay, well, we definitely get rid of all the grass then. Because our grass is GPU instanced, so it's much lower cost. We're rendering all of this. Yeah, that's a lot of grass. And it's under... Well, yeah, it might not be rendering it anyway because it is currently underground. So it might already be culling it out anyway, but, you know, we may as well get rid of it. I do like the flowers, though. I'll probably keep those. Okay, ditch all that. Jeez, how much is there? Holy shit. Right, those are got to be red flowers right there. How many's that? Should be any. Why doesn't it tell me to begin animating grass 8,000? It's the grass of the future, grass 8,000. Yeah, I think that literally means there's 8,000 grass meshes there. So yeah, that should help. Well, unless it was already being called anyway, then that didn't do shit. Now I can bring the flowers up because they are a little bit low. That's my like prefab. I'll probably just stick it on there. So obviously we've got like white flowers. Yeah, I don't actually, no, okay, they do look quite good, I have to admit. Okay, so I've got a better idea. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because they are quite nice, and we might want to put them elsewhere. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna make a prefab of them, a single mesh prefab. So we've got a red flower and a white flower. I'm going to prefab them out with a single mesh. We'll GPU instance them and we'll send them to our terrain billboard detail painter. And in that way we can have a lot more control over these. So I'll get rid of all of these instances because we don't need them. Yeah, we don't need them as individual models like this. This is just a waste. This is just a huge extra cost that we don't need. And then we'll paint them back in with the GPU instancer. And then that'll take a shit ton of work off our batching and our draw calls and stuff. It'll be billboarded like this grass, basically. And then the advantage of that as well is we'll be able to put them elsewhere. Okay, so what we want to do. So this is white flower. We want to add a mesh combiner on here. Deactivate combined children, that's fine. It's going to stick it in combined meshes. Let's just give it a better name. There we go. Go into our prefabs. I'll stick it in. Should I stick it in with combined meshes? No, just stick it in prefabs. Yeah, I think Gaia does its own. You're such a pain in my ass. Fine, I'll put it in there. I have to put it in there because it doesn't give me enough room. And then we can drop it down to the folder beneath. So there's the white flower version. So now we can go and delete all of the copies of that. Which it looks like there's thousands again. Bye-bye. And then we're going to do the same for red flower. Only we'll type it properly, not like some kind of serial killer. Okay. I think we're good. Drop that in as a prefab. And get rid of these 4,000 copies. So we just got rid of Jesus Christ, I don't even know how many. Thousands and thousands, I know that. It's probably about 10,000 instances of those flowers. Okay, now we can go to our detail painter and add these in as detail mesh. So we had red flower. Was it flower red? I think it was red flower. Yeah, red flower. And then we should just be able to, oh, if we select it, that is. Oh, we got to add it first. Add it, and then we should just be able to, there you go, paint them in whenever we want them. And I think Gaia has like a smart way of LODing those out and the GPU instanced. And now we can put them all over the world as well, which is quite nice. So if we want somewhere else, we can just grab them. We've got our own versions of flowers here as well. All right, and then we'll go and add our white flower. Oh, motherfucker. I forgot to change it. There we go. There's our whites. There we go. Stick some down here. I gotta be careful as hell though. That's alright. Let's go down this way. There we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Not sure about... Well, area is a bit messy there. Yeah, there we go. Just a little touch of visuals. Okay, we're a bit too far there. He's just gonna stomp all over them when he goes in his house, isn't he? So we don't that. Splash there. I think that's good, and we probably just saved ourselves a lot of processing in this area. Okay, there was a couple of things that needed moving as well, wasn't there? So there was a house that was floating. There's quite a few houses that were floating, to be honest. There is a house in my game they call a floating mess. And if I can find it, I'll stick it to the ground. Yeah, I think it is that one. It's ever so subtle. Ever so subtle. I could build... Nah, it's already on a little hill, so it's fine. Wait, are we actually selected? Yeah, I've got to be really careful. I do this a lot. Make sure we got the parent. Yeah, also this is way too many meshes. But yeah, we can optimize the hell out of this area, you know. This area is a fucking joke. It's fine now. It's just going to take a while. I'm going to have to edit every single one of these assets. Hello? Is that Radiant Blue Wolf, I believe? Hello, how are you? This one's floating even higher, if I remember correctly. I might be, should we be artistic? Should we get our Bob Ross? Should we get our Bob Ross out? Let's get our little Bob out. All right. So we have a brush here. Hello and welcome to Building Terrain with Bob Ross. So here you'll see we have a very nice house. I don't know what he sounds like. I've never actually heard him speak. I know he's such a meme at this point that like everybody knows who he is. But I've never ever seen him. I don't have time for that. What kind of game is this? So a bit of a Genshin clone, if I was to be honest. I'll give you a quick demo in a sec. So it's going to be basically you're a Girl Scout and you're trying to win a Girl Scout competition. Essentially, you can glide, climb, all the good stuff you can do in Genshin. You've got a bow and arrow, shoot stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be like running around, solving puzzles, collecting things, killing enemies, going into underground tombs and getting treasures and stone slates and stuff like that. Yeah, lots of adventure-y type stuff. Yeah, I guess an RPG, yeah. Right, so now I need to try and find that height. So if we set it to here first. Okay, and then we'll just try, what I did last time is just try dialing it up a little bit at a time. So let's see where 63 brings us. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, that's very close. I think it just needs to be a little smidgen more. Now let's do 63.4. I think that should cover it. Yeah, there we go. Looks right from here. Alright, that stops his house from floating. Because the thing is, if you think you get rats, if he thinks he gets rats now, wait till he's living in a floating house thing and just walk in. Look at them, they could just go in here. Not even a problem. Don't have to think about it. Alright, so I think he's got a foundation now. I'm sure he'll be pleased about that. All in a day's work, sir. Yeah, I think he looks good now. He looks like he's on solid ground at least. And I think the houses around here are fine. Yeah, they seem to be on the ground. Alright, let's give it a quick test. I need to get my fountain back in this town as well. Let's give it a quick bake and we can test it and see if we get better frame rates. We should do. We just deleted 10,000 flowers. Over 10,000 flowers and GPU instanced them and sent them to our terrain system. So that should really help for one thing. Also, all these buildings can be optimized further. At the moment, they've got lots of meshes. They're running at full detail. We can LOD them out. We can combine the meshes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it wasn't too bad until nighttime fog. I think that fog's also adding a lot of cost. I just need to find it so I can actually change it. 10,000 probably would take a toll on your computer. Well, yeah, it depends. It depends how it's doing it, basically. So the big bottleneck is normally draw calls, which Unity call batches. Normally the bottleneck is in the CPU because basically the CPU is gathering all these jobs to send off to the GPU to render, and the GPU is normally just sat there waiting for the CPU to send it some jobs. So yeah, this is why like you do things like static batching, and you can do GPU instancing and stuff like that. So rather than sending the GPU the mesh and the textures and all the information about a flower for every single flower, you send it one flower and then the GPU does a bunch of calculations and says, okay, so I'm expecting to see a lot of these flowers. Let me just find out everything I can about this flower, and it sort of calculates all these angles and positions in sort of in lieu of actually getting to do the render jobs. And then it can just say, oh yeah, I know this flower, I already have this blueprint for this flower. I know what it looks like from all angles. CPU doesn't need to send it to me for each one, and it just needs to know where to put them, and then it just puts them there. So yeah, that's what we just did with the flowers in this town. So that should be hopefully a lot better. This is probably my biggest at the moment sort of biggest load area on frame rate. It kind of drops down. It's not too bad. It dropped down to about, I think it did drop down to about 28 frames a second, which isn't good. But yeah, I barely started optimizing it yet, so it should be, once I'm done with it, it should be fine. Just waiting for our calculations to finish. I'm not sure why it's taking so long, actually, because I haven't really changed that much. I suppose in terms of pure where objects were placed in geometry and stuff, it's probably like, oh wow, 10,000 objects just changed. Let me just run through all of those. Like, yeah, but they were all close together and they were very small and they certainly wouldn't have been including anything. Anyway, it's almost done. All right. Moment of truth. Are we in big mode? No, we're in big mode. Let's get immersed, shall we? Alright. Alright, so we've got 60, 69, 70 FPS. That's good. The leg. So frame rate's fantastic around here. Really good. Yep, lighthouse is fine. It's even raining. 70 FPS. Alright, this will be the moment of truth. What's my best way up there? We just grab onto a wall, I would think. Mid glide. I might need to do something with these walls. She doesn't seem to like these walls much. Yeah, there's definitely an issue with these walls. I'm not even moving her right now. She's just kind of glitching her way up it. That's strange because it should be within her angle of range. Okay, we'll have to look into that. Come on, you can make it. Yeah, I still need to tweak climbing. Climbing's still a bit glitchy. Yeah, I think she doesn't think it's a valid climbing surface because you can see she's constantly trying to correct herself. Yeah, okay, well, we can fix that. There's some numbers I can tweak. Alright, so down to the town. 70 FPS, that's what I like to see. 70. Oh my god, what a difference. 70, 70, pretty much 70 all the way now. Haha! Just from that little change. 70 FPS. Look at that. What a difference. And we still got our flowers. It's just that now they're GPU instanced. And our draw calls, interestingly enough, they're still sitting at like 3,600. But it depends. See, there are good draw calls and bad draw calls, so you can't just go off the number of draw calls alone. But yeah, those draw calls, 70 FPS all the way. Beautiful. Yes, any normal girl could survive that drop. Yeah, I haven't even started with health yet. I haven't even begun. Yeah, it's looking great now, frame rate around here. So good. Yeah, we can definitely get our fountain back in here and stuff then. I can't believe what a difference that made. And it's going to get better, to be honest, because I haven't even optimized these buildings yet. So once I do, we're going to be laughing. 80 FPS it just hit. Jeez, I was expecting that to help, but I didn't think it would make that much of a difference. Holy shit. Okay. Awesome. All right. Beautiful. Oh, that feels good. It's a relief off. Okay, so where's my fountain? Oh, fountain, where are you? Yeah, my fountain doesn't look great, but there it is. Bring it into view. So I've had it in the middle here before, I think. It should actually on the floor because I tend to leave things floating. Yeah, there we go. All right, that should be fine. Maybe a little bit left. Yeah, that's all right. I got some windmills and stuff as well. Not sure where I'm putting those yet. I don't know because the windmills, okay, the windmills were a problem before because they only look good from certain angles. Where's my windmill? Yeah, so this one I'm gonna need to get rid of that stupid bottom part that looks like a coaster. Which it's all one mesh right now, so that's kind of not easy for me to do. Do I still have... No, I got rid of it because I think it was interfering with Digger. Yeah, so my Pro Tools thing for editing meshes was interfering with my Digger, my cave system, so I kind of need that. Yeah, so that's kind of a problem. The only see, and another issue with these windmills that really annoys me is, yeah, they're all the same mesh, so I can't rotate the. Because what I really want is I want the blades to spin, obviously. Hmm. If only I could use Blender. I can't use Blender. I just cannot figure that software out for the life of me. So I need a way to start editing 3D objects that isn't Blender, I guess. So I don't even think I'll think about this right now. That's too much to think about. But yeah, ideally what I need to do is I need to separate the blades and definitely that bottom bit. I'm going to delete that bottom bit. And then once I've got that as two meshes, one with the blades and one with the house, then that'll be good to go. We can animate it. And it's a similar situation we have with the other one as well. It's a shame because it matches the style perfectly. Um, uh, I can't, oh my God, I cannot stand Blender. Every time I install Blender, I don't have it installed right now, do I? No. Is there not like some, isn't there like a 3D modeling software that's like aimed at 3-year-olds? Because I could maybe use that. It's like, oh, 3D software, man. I can't do it in my 3D Exchange. Yeah. Just stick them there first, thanks.
Put them away. Put them there.
Kind of busy right now. Right. Oh man, I've really got to learn to do the basic stuff though, haven't I? The amount of times I've installed this program, and it's always the same. I always install this program, I'm like, okay, I only want to do something simple. It can't be that bad. And then I install it, I open it, and I'm like tearing my hair out trying to get something done in it. Following tutorials, like the UI confuses the shit out of me. And then I normally just end up uninstalling it and not getting what I actually need out of it. Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've ever tried to do this specifically. Okay, a beginner's guide, we'll see about that. I could always ask ChatGPT. No, don't. Other ways to split a mesh in Blender. How to split a mesh in Blender. Are you sitting comfortably? Alright. To create a new object out of part of an existing mesh in Blender, follow these simple steps. Oh shit, you know what I'm going to need first? Okay, let's go back to our Sketchfab. I'll need the FBX files for those, I think. I don't know. I don't know if Blender can read those strange file types. I've never heard of them before. I have a Unity importer that lets me import them into Unity. Oh, speaking of which, actually, you know what? It's high time I run my little script. I've got a little script here that I made. Where is it? What the fuck is that? Close that. No. There it is. Resource renamer. Let's run that. That'll rename all my recently imported objects so they have resources named after them. Okay, beautiful. And then I will take those files. Yeah, so we've got a duck. The lighthouse's spotlight, which I need to fix actually. And some wooden stairs. I didn't end up using the wooden stairs in the end, but it's probably a good idea to have some. Alright, so then I need to drag these into props. Import. Yeah, okay, let's go. I'm not sure why the textures didn't go, but okay. Where's my props import folder? Okay, there it is. Oh wait, that's the one I'm looking in. What? No, it's not. I'm in import textures. I want you to put them in props import textures. Why aren't you listening to me, Unity? Do it now. Okay, I don't know why it's not doing that. That's strange. Could just do it in File Manager, I guess. No, actually, I don't want to do that because then it won't update the asset database. Why isn't it doing it? That's so strange. Put them into there. It just doesn't want to do it. Okay, it's being a bastard. I've already got Sketchfab open. I'm pretty sure I got it through stylized windmill. Yeah, there's the one I'm looking at right now. So I would assume I need the FBX for that, but I'm not sure actually. Okay, can we open Blender? No, is it not installed yet? Did we not run it? I don't think we ran it. Okay. Did I lose my tutorial? Yeah, I think so. One minute 21 seconds. That sounds painless. I prefer a written guide though, because I can go at my own speed. There's this. Yeah, this was the one I was looking at. Okay, so apparently we have Blender. That one. Yes. So we don't have an FBX, but we have an object file. Stylized windmill. Okay. Okay, we got rid of the cube. That's quite impressive for me. Import an object, I would assume. Yeah, wavefront. Oh, there's my downloads. Good. Stylized windmill. Okay, is it source? Yep. Import object. Okay, we're making huge progress. Okay, that's good. So, let's look at our guide, shall we? How hard could this be? Ah, I can't even find my guide. It's so hard. Okay. Ender. Don't end me. Fucking hell. This probably will end me. Ender edit mode. I think it means enter edit mode. But what am I supposed to know what that is? Edit mode. I don't know how to do edit mode. I'm in edit mode now. Object mode. Edit mode. Ah, ha, 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 ha. You didn't tell me, son of a bitch, but I figured it out. Select the geometry. You guys can't see because of my camera. There we go. Select the geometry that you would like to pull away from the rest. Select the geometry. I like the way it just says stuff like that. Like I'm supposed to know how to select geometry. I don't know how to select geometry. Okay, I can draw a box around it. I actually want to get rid of that, to be honest. I don't just want to separate it, I want to get rid of it. Get it out of my sight. Well, can't we just hit delete? No. Okay, don't try and be clever. You don't know what you're doing. You do not know what you're doing. Yeah, that's the problem. I really don't know what I'm doing. How do I rotate? I can't even navigate this. Oh, middle. Oh yeah, middle mouse button. Of course, it's the middle mouse button. Why would it be anything else? Ah, middle mouse button. Okay, so I managed to select the bottom of it, but now I've got to select the rest of it, I guess. To shift, holding shift, keep the previous selection. See, I'm accidentally getting the bottom of this house. Oh man, I find this stuff so tedious. There's got to be an easier way than this. So let's see. We've got a rectangle, which is a select box. We've got a cursor. Yeah, I'll be fucking cursing in a minute. Okay, I don't know what that does. That wants to shoot things, I guess. That's just move, rotate, scale, transform, measure. So is that literally the only way we can select stuff is with this? What's this? Mode. What? extend existing selection, subtract existing selection, invert, intersect existing selection. So don't I want extend existing selection and just keep it on that, so I can just keep adding. Ooh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Wouldn't you look at that? What a beautiful tool I found. Okay, I'll be really careful not to select the bits I don't want. How do I pan? It's not middle mouse. 2, no. How do I pan? Oh my god, I don't know how to pan. I guess I'm not panning then. Guess I'm not panning. I'm really worried about this. This is so close. It's too close. I need to learn how to pan. How do you pan? Alt? Oh, I don't know what I did. It moved, but not in the way that I expected it to. It's very jarring. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know what pan does. How do I fucking do it, you dipshit? Control and numpad. I don't have those. I don't have fucking numpad. It's 2020 whatever. Who has a fucking numpad? You numbskull. There must be a way to do it without a fucking numpad. Are you serious? But this article, this is what I mean about Google. This article gives me a fucking... Google gives me an article from 2014. 8 years and 8 months ago. Blender was probably on a fucking stone tablet back then. Probably Blender was like a hammer and chisel on a fucking piece of stone. Like, fucking hell, mate. Give me something more recent than that. Unless you've changed your mouse settings, use the middle mouse button to move. Yeah, no, middle mouse button rotates, you dickhead. That's what that does. Right, and I can zoom in and out with my scroll wheel. But that doesn't pan. That's not a fucking pan, you dickhead. That's a rotate. How do you pan? I use control numpad 4. Yeah, well, good for you. I'm glad you and your numpad are very fucking happy. So what am I supposed to do then without a numpad? Go out and buy a special keyboard just for Blender. If numpad is not present, navigate to File, User Preferences, Input, Emulate numpad. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? No, there's nowhere. There's nowhere. It's that shit. I don't believe you. Right, results from the past year, please. That would be good. I don't want to watch a video on it. Do I? Looks like I'm watching a fucking video.
From easy tutorial. Let me show you today how to easily move around in the Blender viewport. Sometimes it's difficult for the beginners especially, but let me show you.
It's not difficult, mate, alright? Don't fucking patronize me. It's just, if you don't know what the button is, how are you supposed to do it? It's not difficult. Fucking difficult. It's just that if you don't know the interface and you don't know what the controls are, well, yeah, it's not difficult. It's just you just don't know.
You how to do it, and you will be just fine. To move around, you can just use the left mouse button or right, because you will get these options, or selecting the objects on the bottom left side. You can see the shortcuts there that I use. So press the middle button and move it around, and you will pan around and move around the object.
Yeah, that's rot. That's not pan. So this guy goes to the lengths of making a YouTube tutorial on how to pan in Blender, and he uses the wrong term. That is not a pan, that's a rotate. Pan means transforming left, right, up and down, actually moving in the scene. That's a pan. Same as it is in film and television, because I studied media, and those are called pans as well. Well, actually, technically, the vertical one's called a tilt, and left and right is a pan. Which I suppose, technically speaking, you are really rotating the camera, to be honest. You're not really using it on a dolly or whatever. Okay, you know what? Maybe that is called pan then. Well, then how do I move?
And down, you zoom it. And
Zoom
you
it!
hold the shift button and middle mouse, shift middle.
Shift middle mouse.
So to be a ninja.
Yeah, you're right. That's so difficult. I don't know if I can manage shift and middle mouse. Thank you, numpad. Great job, Google, as always. Great job. Fucking numbskull. Alright, so we're in business now. That's all I need to... That, he was right, though. That was really difficult. That was so difficult. Like, my fingers are shaking because of how difficult it was to hold the shift key for the first time and then drag my mouse around with the middle mouse button pressed as well. Like, think about how many things that is. That's so difficult. Like, that's a middle mouse press, plus you're moving your hand on the mouse, plus you're holding shift with your other hand. Like, holy shit, that's like, that's just, it's just so difficult. I don't know how they expect anyone to do it, to be honest. Right, I think we have our problematic object selected fully. I'm a little concerned about this little orange node here, but that might be on the bottom side, so hopefully that's good. Okay, and then what do I do? Oh, I hope it's not too difficult. I hope I can do it. Hit P. I don't like this tutorial because it didn't tell me what any of this shit does. P does what exactly? Separate. Selection, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I was right. That's it! What do you mean, that's it? So I've got a new mesh now. So can I just delete that selection? Alright, there it is. There it is. There it is. Delete it. Now I need to do the blades. Don't get too excited, guys. Don't get too excited. We're not done yet. Now I know that was exciting. I almost wet myself. It was that exciting. But we're not out of the woods yet. Yeah, also this is garbage. Like, they tried to make smoke coming out of the pipe. Now, I don't get me wrong, I like the idea, but if I was going to do that, I would animate my own smoke, obviously, statically. I mean, I imagine a lot of people make these models because they want them as, like, they want to make 3D prints of them or something, so that's fine. But for a video game, yeah, we want to get rid of all this shit as well. So we press P, and we can say selection, separate, and then we get a new thing we can delete, and that obviously didn't get all of it. That's actually pretty straightforward though. Okay, but it's like a million meshes. Is that? Oh, there we are. Okay, we got one cloud of smoke gone. Now we need this one. It's really hard to select things in 3D space. I actually hate it. I'm really not a fan of it. I feel like we need new tools for this kind of work. That's good, right? Okay, let's find out. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I have to click it manually and then do it for some strange reason. Right, then we got the last cloud of smoke here. Holy shit, we're deleting so much stuff. There's going to be none of this windmill left. That's actually a good thing though. And it's less geometry for our game to render, so that's good. Look at me using Blender like a little Blenderian. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. We made a mess. We made a mess. We made a mess. It's alright. It's alright. I got this. Yes, we just need to get a good view. I think that's good. This really isn't my skill set at all. We don't want that bit. We don't want that. No, yeah, no, 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 no. There's probably a better tool than this. I think it's picking some of the top of that pipe now. I'm really worried about this. I think, is it gonna break it? Is it gonna break it? Oh, we're almost there. I don't know. I kind of feel like we kind of fucked that pipe up. That's all right. We'll just say it's a spiky pipe. Maybe. Spiky pipe? Gotta be a better way than selecting than this. It's really our only selection tool. Just so fucking tedious, isn't it, doing anything like this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna need some other way of selecting stuff to do the blades. I can't even imagine how I'm gonna get those blades separate from everything else. Right, there's gotta be another way to select stuff. See, the problem as well is it's at like a weird angle, so let's see what that does. You know what, that's good enough. That's good enough. How the fuck am I gonna get this blade selected? Oh, wait, maybe from the side. Selected some of that. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Is that it? Just get this side, get this side, get this side, get this side. As well. This is, oh my god, this is like heart surgery. Oh no, I think I got some of the roof. Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. No, I got that node on the roof. How do I get rid of selection? That one. Subtract. I think I'm a genius. I think I've got it. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Probably, would I want this node here as well? I think I would, wouldn't I? Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet. We need this one here. Shit, show me it, show me it, show me it, show me it. Okay, we got that now. We got that. Come around this way. I think we got it. 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 Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. Can we undo it? Undo it. Undo it. We need to save this. If anything goes wrong. So what are we missing? I don't understand. Back faces. Also, we have a node of that roof there. I don't see what we're missing. But given the fact that there's a giant fucking building in the way, it's kind of hard to see. Like, I can't, it's not like I can just look behind this thing, right? I don't understand these pricks who, like, if I had the skills to model something like this, the first thing I would want to do, like, I'd be thinking about, you know, okay, I made a nice windmill here. People might want to use this. Like, the first thing I would do is like, okay, well, people are going to want to rotate the thing. So I would make sure that was a separate mesh. Like, it's just like, it just seems like, duh. Like, a 3-year-old would know that before they can even start modeling in Blender. So I don't understand. But that's nothing, right? I downloaded recently when I was doing my AI streamer project, right? I needed some quick, dirty code for a scrolling text marquee, right? And some fucking numbskull on GitHub set his scrolling text marquee to scroll from left to right. I think about that. So basically you start reading the end of the sentence and you read backwards to the beginning. It's like, seriously, like what like, how are you not trolling at that point? Like, are you really that stupid? Like, I don't believe that you can be that stupid. Like, think about what that entails as well, right? You go through the process of coding the thing, uploading it as a project on GitHub. He had like 6 comments as well. Like, people commented on his GitHub, like, oh, thank you, this is so perfect. I'm like, perfect? It's fucking useless. It's as perfect as a fucking chocolate toaster. It's like, it's literally useless. So I had to figure out how he was doing it all and then reverse the direction of everything to get it to work properly. Because, like, yeah, scrolling from left to right doesn't work when you've got to read from left to right. It needs to scroll from right to left. Fucking dipshit. And I don't know, it's just stuff like that where I'm like, well, I just can't imagine, like, what use would that be? It's so stupid. Like, what reason could you possibly have for making it scroll that way? And if you do have some unique use case, you know, oh well, I'm using it for an alien fictional language in a video game where they read from right to left, so that's why my marquee's special and it scrolls backwards. Okay, so then if you're doing that, but you're going as far as to upload it to GitHub so other people can use it, well, then you put a little box on there that's, you know, that yours is ticked to say, you know, reverse direction or whatever, so that at least, you know, the 99.99999999999% of other use cases can actually use the fucking thing. But oh, no, we'll just leave it scrolling right to left, of course, because that's what we do. Or left to right, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know, it's just, you know, sometimes I just think, really, like, how are we not in a simulation, and how is this simulation not just trying to wind me up? It's like, I just don't believe that anyone can be that. And then like 5 people in the comments as well, like, make it out like it's the best thing they've ever seen. Nobody pointing out that, yeah, this is kind of useless because it's going the wrong way. Oh no, I just fucked everything up. Well, I noticed there's an orange node. Maybe that's always lit up. There's an orange node down here. So I was trying to deselect it, but I think I ruined everything. You ruined it all. I used to be a fan of this windmill. But I'm quickly going off it. Oh, that was funny. That was actually quite funny. I've got to do something to. I've got to do something to reduce the amount of suicidal ideation that I currently have doing this fucking thing. Okay, apart from that little knobhead on the roof. That's gotta be it, man. That's gotta be it. I said that last time. That's gotta be it, though, right? How could that not be it? Help. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I don't understand why. Where are the missing? Maybe I should actually. Maybe I don't know. Nah, it's getting complicated though to join things together. Okay, there's a little node there that I was missing. Let's get that one. Now will it do it? Fuck you, Blender. You're stupid. You're actually stupid. You're so stupid that I can't even finish the sentence because you're just too stupid to even waste my time finishing that sentence on. That's how stupid you are. Is that no, there we go, there's one. It's really fucking awkward though, like trying to see behind shit. I'm sure if you have any skills with Blender, you're probably screaming at the TV right now, being like, "You fucking dickhead! Don't you know about?" Well, clearly not. If I knew, I'd be using it. Like, yeah, I'm sure there maybe are tools and things I could use to help me do this, but I don't know Blender or any 3D stuff at all. This is not my wheelhouse. I'm a complete noob and beginner when it comes to stuff like this. And I don't really want to learn it. I just wanna maybe these four corners here. Oh, maybe. I just want to separate the fucking mesh so I can animate it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to get into modeling. Kind of have enough to do with everything else that I do. Like one day it would be kind of nice to. I'd really want to get into it like properly though. So if I ever did get into modeling, I'd just I'd take some months out of doing anything else, and I'd really sit there and try and get to grips with it. But yeah, I'm nowhere near ready for something like that. I'm happy to continue sort of leeching off other people's models for now, learning what I can from those. Yeah, I can't see any other stuff that we could be missing, but I've thought that every single point up to this point. We're looking at it upside down, aren't we? Maybe that'll be the magical situation. Yeah, I'm fucking getting nowhere with this. This is fucking infuriating. I don't understand. Is that something up there? I mean, all I can really do is try and like just keep tickling it with my little draggy square thing. I just like I've been right behind the thing. Like every visible plane and node that I can see related to this fucking fan is selected right now. It's orange. I can't find anything else. Like all of these are, and it's not. Am I right in thinking it's not even doing that bad? Like maybe there's some like fucking backface mode or something that I need to activate. I've got to be missing something. Like maybe there's geometry in between those two. Do you know what I mean? I just don't get it, because as far as I can see, every single fucking part of this... Wait, what? Okay, apparently that one wasn't. It's also very subtle. That orange is so subtle that I can't really tell whether... Okay, now that side of that lit up. Wait, what? So I need the other ones. I need the other ones. Okay, how is that site? So this one's not lit up. Ah, motherfucker! Wait, can I undo and get my selection back? Okay, good. Okay, I need this. I can see it now. I need this plane. How do I do that? I thought you just grabbed its fucking nodes and we were done, but no. And if I click it, like try and do like a face selection or something, it's having none of it. Wait, what's this? Edge select. Face select. Yeah. Oh, I think I just shit myself. Oh, so nice. Oh, I did more than shit myself that time. Oh, I tell you what. That's what it's all about. Oh, oh, we're in business now. We're in business. Oh shit, I don't want that one. Shit. Okay, I think we're good. One more. We just got to get up its skirt like this. It's very difficult to get to. She's not letting us in easily. She's playing hard to get. Boys. We need to get in there. Come on. Need to get in there. Come on. Yes, we did it. Okay, what about this? Okay, we need that as well. Okay. I get it. I'm getting there. And that one. Okay, yeah. What about these? We got these ones. Yeah. And this one? This one's good. By Joves. Holy shit the bed. I think we did it. That only took a month. Wait! Oh, we got some wood. We got some, excuse me. We got some... Yeah, we did get some wood, actually. We got this bit here. I don't want that. Okay. Good, 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 good. Please, Lord. Oh! Now you know why I didn't want to download Blender. To be fair, right? I think this is my first successful interaction with Blender in my entire time doing all stuff like this. That's amazing. It only took me like 8 hours. Actually, you know what? That's not true, right? I'll look at my stream right now. I'm 1 hour and 46 minutes in. I only really went into Blender like whatever it was 20 minutes ago. And you know what? We actually got there. Now, yesterday when I was trying to get my freaking character sorted out, on the other hand, right, let's just save this in case anything goes wrong, because this is my first thing. So we'll call it Windmill 1, because we got 2 of these to do. And now we need to export it. Oh, is that the object type that we were doing? We've got a few options here. So we were using something called gitf with our importer. Gitf. Do I see that? Yeah, gitf 2.0. Normally I would use FBX. Okay, let's try this. Windmill 1 from our documents folder. Oh my god. Our first ever successful Blender edit. Unbelievable. We got rid of that, we got rid of the clouds. We separated the windmill so we can animate the windmill. Oh my god. I'm so excited right now. I don't even know what to say. This is a milestone in my life. I hope you understand that. You just witnessed a milestone in my life. Because it's always that first time, you know what I mean? It's always your first time that, you know, is the toughest, I think. And once you tell yourself, well, you know, I'm no longer a virgin now, you know. It's my first time's over with. Then it's like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter after that. You can just drop your knickers for anyone. So we'll be dropping our knickers for all these other models. They'll be fine. It won't be an issue because we're not a Blender virgin anymore. So yeah, I think it's a milestone, definitely. Anyway, so we are going to call this I'm worried if I call it like Windmill 1, that might be what these things are called, right? Okay, they're called Town Windmill 1 and Town Windmill 2, which is exactly what I want to call them. But they're edited now, so... Okay, for now, I'll just call it New Windmill. Okay, let's take a look at it and see what we've got. So let's see if this works. God, I hope so. I fucking knew it wouldn't have a texture. That's alright, We'll texture it. I fucking knew it wasn't gonna have a texture. I knew it. Just a pain in the ass. So okay, we have two meshes. They both have the same material assigned. Is that good or bad? Let's take a look at the original. Depends whether the original had two separate materials or not, right? Also, what happens with UV mapping now? Yeah, town windmill to wire. I think we're good. Okay, maybe not. So has it messed up UV? Ah, UV seems good actually. It doesn't look quite the same though, does it? Like the windows are different. Where's the orange gone for the window? It's kind of weird. Everything looks a bit strange. What do you think? Yeah, so the blades are kind of fucked now because I don't really understand exactly how UV mapping works because I'm not a 3D modeler. I know what UV mapping is, right? It tells the 3D program how to wrap the texture around the mesh. So now we've got two meshes. I guess it's changed the way the texture's being applied to the mesh, I guess. Yeah, it screwed it up on both models because that's not supposed to look like that. That's supposed to look like that. And that's obviously like part of the texture file that it was pulling colors or whatever from. That's probably the window right there. So I have no idea how you would tell it, now that this now that this bottom coaster part is gone, the texture needs to be wrapped in a different way. I have no idea how to do any of that. I mean, maybe offsets or something could help. I don't even know if these work, do they? Oh, hang on, that's... Playing with these is quite nice, though, because we can get some nice effects. Yeah, I don't know how we would... how we would do that. Or maybe even the tiling value would now be changed as a result. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea how you would calculate something like that. That's way outside of my scope. Alright, so let's put it at 0, 0 and see what tiling changes. See, I quite like that. I might just put it like that. It looks interesting. Especially when it's spinning, it'll look interesting. Or even that looks quite interesting. It's got a little bit of roof tile texture in the middle there, but that does look quite good actually. That's a happy accident. I'll just leave it like that. I know it's not right, but I just gotta make the best out of it as I can, I guess, because yeah, I don't really know how these texture wrapping thing work. Um, yeah, at the very least, we want to get those thingies out, don't we? We want to get those things out. Oh, the orange blade looks pretty good on the other one. Yeah, if we can make it look like somewhat decent. I suppose if we can notice, this one might be easier to line up. If we can notice when the window goes orange, then there we go. We've got to be close then, right? Holy shit! I think I got no. That one's off. But now the windows are right, so surely wouldn't it just be... So if it's 1.06 that way, wouldn't it be 1.06 the other way? Nah, it doesn't work like that. Oh shit. And as soon as I move that, I'll lose my orange windows. So that's about as good as it gets, I think. I think that's as good as it gets. It's not right, we've got some issues with the roof, but at least my windows are orange. I think that's the best I can do. I would need to learn how UV mapping works and stuff, which I'm not right now. That's for another day, maybe. All right, so now I should be able to take my beautiful windmill, stick an animator on it. We need to create an animation controller for it. Do windmills rotate a certain way, or doesn't it matter? Let's find out. Those look like DAS models.
Hello, monkey. Are you ready?
Floor above us,
Right.
and they come.
Turn the cogs, which turn the mills.
Show me the.
Then
Show
the
it.
hands are called sails. Can you count them?
Why don't we see it?
One
Oi,
bit.
show it.
I had great fun exploring Heckington Windmill today.
Well, I didn't, because it's not fucking moving.
Fantastic.
Are you fucking serious? The whole 70 minutes and it fucking never moves. You having a laugh, aren't you? Yeah, okay, which way are we looking at? It looks like we're looking at that from behind. So it goes counterclockwise. Oh, that one does. Alright, counterclockwise it is. Good job I checked, because I would have sent it the other way. And then somebody had fucking posted a YouTube comment fucking 5 years from now. Actually, windmills always rotate the other way because... Yeah, I don't care. Well, clearly I do, or I wouldn't have checked. It's fine, it's fine. We just forgot to select... There we go, our mast. Yeah, so we're starting, let's start at 0. What the fuck are you doing to me? Okay, like, okay, this is going to be tricky. I don't know why. It's also, it would seem it's also got like a strange pivotal rotation point or something. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to have to do this by eye. So if we start at the... That looks like a fucking German fucking medal. Anyway, if we start... and do 90 degrees each way. And then this one should be back to where it started. Perfect! What the fuck? What are you... Why is it... What the fuck? Get rid of position. Keys. Why won't it let me delete them? We can we turn delete key? No, I want rid of the whole... It won't let me remove properties. There we go. Okay, it might not be... What the hell is going on? That's not at all what I did. You know I didn't do that. You know I didn't do that. Don't even start me with your weird fuck you. Fuck you, you dickheads. Don't even start me. Don't even fucking go there, windmill. Right. You can see where I'm rotating you. Don't even... Fuck off, animator. Right, look. Animator, are you watching? Are you fucking watching? Okay, the first frame, it's here. Alright. And then... Let's just zoom in. Give us some fucking room, will you? Right. 10 frames later, because as long as it's even, it doesn't matter. Right. Like, I don't understand how it can turn that into what the fucking monstrosity it made in the fucking playback. Right, okay. And then there you go. And then this one should be all the way back to the beginning. There we go. And then we can just drag it out. Why is it doing that? Is it because I'm dragging it out? Are you kidding me? How? I wonder if there's like, okay, maybe there's like, maybe if I like, okay, wait, let's just see. If I create like a parent object, unpack this prefab. What if I give it like an empty game object and parent it to that? And we'll move this instead. Does that change anything? I don't know what this fucking thing's playing at, if I'm being honest. I mean, that's not what we're seeing in here, do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't really add up. I've never seen it do this before with anything. Trust it to fucking do it now. Honestly, it's just like, why is everything like this? Why is everything gotta be a complete and utter fucking piss take? I mean, you know what I mean? I could, again, it's one of these things that it just drives me nuts, right? Because fair enough, right? If my rotation axis, right? If I had like if my gizmo was over here and the blade's where it is, and then I can see that it's pivoting around some non-central axis, at least I can do something about that, and I can be like, okay, so we need to find a naughty, cheeky way of lining that up with its axis, because when we edited the model, we've obviously thrown that out of whack, right? That's fair enough. I can work with that. But like the fucking editor is showing it as being fine. But look, then it as soon as we play it back in the animator, it's not even close to where it was in the editor. Look at it. What the fuck? I don't... Okay, what if we do the opposite of that? What if we unparent the object? Right, duplicate this fucking object. Stick it completely on its own, outside of anything else. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. So now we're going to need to put the animator on here. Get rid of the animator off that one. Stick the animator on this one. Fuck off. Okay. Stick the animator on this one. Right, so now it's in control of itself. It's not parented to anything. Surely. Yeah, I don't even know what's happening. Like I said, I've never seen it do anything like that before. So I don't really know what the fuck's going on. I did think it was strange, right? Because yeah, these position parameters shouldn't be moving. We got that set to global. I guess we could try sending it to local and see if that makes any difference. I don't know. But like, I've never seen it do this ever. So it's just strange. And if we just, what if we just rotate it around its x-axis? Fucking move! It won't let me. That's even stranger. It won't let me rotate it. I don't know what the fuck is going on, if I'm being honest. I just can't win, can I? I just can't fucking win. And it's doing that again. I just cannot catch a fucking break, can I? I think the worst part is that I don't even know what is happening. Fuck off, I never told you to play. I assume it's got something to do with the way we edited the model. Like it's got to have something to do with like axis of rotation or some fucking thing. I don't know. But I don't know how to fix it. Or what is actually happening. I don't know, is that even how mesh works? Like does a mesh have like an axis? Like a central point or something that can be moved? I always thought that was handled by the 3D program. Like, you know, the at the end of reading it and rendering it and loading it and all that shit. Not in the creation of the object side of things, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is handled there. Yeah, okay, so we can see, this is what I was trying to do. So we can see that if we rotate it around its x-axis, like its central point of rotation is on the edge. How to center objects. I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe I should export it as an individual object then. So you can center an object in Blender, choose cursor to world center. So the problem with that is, so it's press Shift and S, choose cursor to world center. I don't know what that means. What's the difference between object origin and pivot point? I guess it's our pivot point that's off then. Yeah, I think it's our pivot point that's off. Okay, to center a pivot point in Blender, find the pivot point menu in the middle of the header of the 3D viewport and choose median points. Why doesn't it fucking import the textures? Okay, do you want to tell me how to do any of that? Like, I'm so fucking new to Blender, I don't know what any of that is. find the... Oh, great. I've got to find the menu on my own in a completely fucking alien piece of software that I'm not used to. Find the pivot point menu in the middle of the header. What? Find the pivot point menu in the middle of the header of the 3D viewport. I don't know what any of that means. Where's my fucking model gone? Okay. What am I looking for? Why is it lost my fucking place now on here? That's about as much fucking help as a fucking slap in the dick with a fucking 5-iron. 9-iron even. How to change pivot point. This is the same fucking article. Fuck you. Pivot point. So it's these two links. I've seen that. That's it. Yeah, how was I supposed to fucking know that was it? Jesus Christ. Okay, so median points. Is that it? Are we done? We just select median points. Is that it? Why didn't it ask me if I wanted to overwrite it? And why isn't it giving me my recent files at the top so I can actually see it, so I don't have to scroll down 6,000 fucking items to find it? Windmill1.glib, it is the same file name apparently. Apparently it doesn't care if it's overwriting files, it just fucking saves it regardless. It just bulldozes over that fucker. Doesn't give a shit. Okay. So we need to re-import it, I guess. Yeah, let's call it New Windmill 1B. I don't want to overwrite the other one because I don't even know whether this one's going to be any good. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm not even going to try and texture it. Now that I know that that's an issue, let's make sure we fixed that issue first. So let's say we want to animate that. There's no point testing it here because it looks right here. I think it's still fucked because if you look at the positional values are still off, right? And if we just rotate around there you go, it's still broken. Okay, get rid of that then. That didn't fix it. Great. So we selected this and we said median point and nothing fucking happened. Okay, what were we supposed to do after that? Only origins is located inside the pivot point. Hang on, what does the other guide say? When choosing our pivot point, we have a few different options. Same pivot point system is used in both object and edit mode. Active elements. The most common pivot points are median points, individual origins, and 3D cursor. It doesn't even explain what these things are. I guess we'll just try different things. So median point didn't do shit for us. That's, I guess it was already set to median point. So individual origins probably sounds... Can we not test it? Is that it? Is it done? Like, I just... Like, there's no indication that it's done anything. Do I just assume that it changed something? I love how it doesn't... Well, maybe it's not even saving it. Maybe it's not asking me to overwrite the file. Maybe we just imported the same fucking old file we imported last time. I'll give it a different file name then, because then we know, don't we? Because this software is just garbage. It doesn't... I mean, it's probably not garbage. It's probably a good piece of software, but like, it could fucking do with like at least letting you know what it's doing, because everything's just like, it's working blind. It's like, all right, I changed the pivot point apparently, but I didn't get any feedback off that. Just a little message at the bottom of the screen or something, you know what I mean? Pivot point updated. Would you like to overwrite this file? Yes, no, file saves, you know what I mean? Let me know what you're doing. Otherwise I'm just fucking guessing that you did anything at all. So we'll call this one 1B, I guess. So we know if we see a 1B that it's the new file. Because it doesn't ask if you want to overwrite the old file, so I don't even know if it's saving it. It's the wrong folder. Okay, we got a new file here, so that's definitely the new file. I guess it's because I'm new to the software as well, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So, like, you know, I'm most in need of these little, you know, messages that let me know what's happening, because I'm so unfamiliar with the software. Whereas if I'd been using it for a while, I probably wouldn't give a shit. Still broken. So I don't know. I don't even know if bounding box center. I mean, is it applying it to the entire object, or is it applying it to this thing that I have currently selected? Like, it's just, again, it's just so blind. You're working so blind. Nothing, no feedback whatsoever from the software. I don't see. So what if I rotate that now? Oh, there we go. It shows me. Okay, so it shows me where its point of origin is here. It almost looks like I should just be able to move that node, right? It seems to be doing it from that node. So wait, does that node exist? Is this the problem? Is it because we left a node? I tried to delete that. I did try to delete that. So maybe this is because I missed a fucking node or something, but I did try to delete that. What happens if I delete that node now? Can I not delete that node? I don't even think that is a node. I think that's just Blender saying this is 0, 0, 0. Yeah, so it's probably rotating around 0, 0, 0. So we could try the other thing where it says move the object center. What was that other thing that said move the object center? Press Shift and S. Choose cursor to world center. I know what that means. Shift and S. Shift and S saved it. Oh, I press Control and S. Shift and S. Shift and S. What did it say? Cursor to world center. We don't have cursor to world center. Cursor to world origin. Do we want that? That says cursor to world center. I don't even know what that means. I'm fucking pressing Control again. Selection to active. Select the cursor to active? I don't fucking know. You tell me to pick an option that doesn't exist. Select your object. So this was supposed to be before I selected my object, was it? Thanks for making that clear. So I'm fuck's sake. Selection of world center. Cursor to world center. There's still no cursor to world center. There's cursor to world origin, which I assume is the same thing, and it's put it there, so I guess. But yeah, that's the problem in it. So I don't want to rotate around the center because we're above the center. Oh, Jesus Christ. So maybe it's better. Right, I can't be fucking done with this. I really can't. Can we not? Let's just save that so we don't lose anything. Give me a new file. Give me a new fucking file. General. Get rid of that. Paste my windmill blade. Hello? It didn't paste my fucking windmill blade. Paste objects. No objects selected to paste. I fucking copied it before I left the file, you prick. Fuck off. Copy. Paste object. Okay, there. Now, if we can just center this to that, then we're in business, aren't we? We just have to load it as two separate objects, because I'm going to struggle to do that, to be honest. So I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know how this fucking software works. Right, so it said something about cursor, Shift and S, cursor to world origin, which we already did. So the cursor's already in the world origin. Although here it says world center, so I don't even know if that's right. Then select your object and press Shift and S. And choose selection to cursor. Nothing happens. Was that supposed to do it? Because it didn't do shit. It didn't do shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Just move the fucking object in the middle. Seriously. We've got transforms here. Can I not just line it up? You know what? At this fucking rate, I'm probably better off. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might just try and line it up manually because nothing else is fucking working. At least I can understand this. At least this is actually making sense to me. Every fucking guide I've read so far is full of shit. Oh, press this and the option doesn't exist. And then, oh yeah, then select this and then nothing fucking happens. Like, at least by transforming these controls, I understand what transforms are. I want to see it move. I actually feel like I actually have some control. And I can actually make things happen, which is kind of nice. Why does every 3D program have its own, like, you know, oh, well, we think X, Y, and Z mean this. Oh, yeah, well, we think something different. And it's like, wow, you know, some consistency would be nice. So that we understand what these coordinates, which direction they're supposed to work in. All right, that looks about as center as I can get it. So I would assume now. There we go. I would assume now if I go to rotate this, it's gonna rotate. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. What about this now? Active element? Nothing fucking moves it. I'm trying to move this, you son of a bitch. So then that must mean that node doesn't mean traceable style of rotation. What the fuck is this orange dot then? Because it's obsessed with this orange dot. It's saying that is this object. No, it's not. Can I move this to the middle of the rest of it? Or the rest of it's going to move in it? Yeah, of course it is. What is this dot? Get rid of it. This dot is driving me fucking nuts. I need to line the dot up with the fucking thing. Or is that just representing its axis of rotation or whatever? So then why does that not change anything? Jesus Christ, it's driving me insane. Median point. Nothing moves that dot. Nothing moves that dot. What is this dot? Is that that? That's not that. Oh my god, this is why I hate Blender. I mean, it's fuck off. Right, give me the YouTube video.
Hey, it's Kev with Blender Binge. In this short video, I want to show you how to move the pivot point of an object
Yes, please.
in Blender 2.8. Ready? Let's go.
Yes, please.
Now, this kind of works in any version of Blender, but I'm just in the current version here, Alpha Build 2. So I want to show you how to go in here and move the pivot point. Now, the pivot point is where the object moves, transforms, and scales and rotates from. So for example, if I hit...
Yeah, I know what it is. Show me how to do it.
And I choose transform. Okay, you see it's rotating from the middle. If I scale it, scaling from the middle. If I move it, kind of moves from the center. But if I want to change that, say I wanted to rotate this guy around, say, this edge over here. Okay? Fast way here, and it's not the only way, but it's the way I'm going to show you. Just go to modeling.
Modeling.
And we're just going to select edge, so I can hit this button up here, or I can hit 2 on the keyboard.
Well, I don't want edge.
Select this edge, and then I just go to Mesh, Snap, and I say Cursor to Selected. That changes the cursor to the selection.
Okay, look. My cursor is in the right place. I moved the cursor to the fucking object, and now I just move the object to the fucking cursor. So they are 100% lined up. So I'm going to assume, does he have a weird orange dot? He does. Okay, so I assume that orange dot... Yeah, maybe that orange dot is the pivot point then, because he hasn't changed it yet. Okay, so I would say we're already at the same place that he wants us to be, because our cursor looks to me like it's in the middle. And that lines up with what that other thing... You're trying to use Unity controls now. What the fuck do I need? Shift. And that does kind of line up with what that other guide was saying as well. Except we didn't have the exact thing that it said. It said Shift and S, and it said cursor to something else, but it sounded a bit like World Origin, so we went with that, but it's still not it. And then it made it sound like that's all you do, but that's not obviously all you do.
So now if I go back into layout over here, I can say object,
origin,
and I can say origin to 3D cursor.
Yeah, that was the bit missing in the fucking guide, you fucking pricks. This is obviously the bit that does it. Object origin. Where the fuck is object? Object. Set origin. Origin to 3D cursor. Oh my god, I think we finally did it. Thank you, fucking Lord. Okay. Export as this thing. Windmill blade. Okay. I thought that was my minimized bar, but it was his. That's actually quite funny. Okay. So here's our fucked up model. I just noticed how fucked up it is as well. What's going on here? What's all this? You know what else though? We need to... Well, we can make it invisible because it's a separate mesh anyway. This is a copy, isn't it? I don't know. That's where we tried to separate the blade out. Okay, that's that. Yeah, okay. So that... What is going on here though? What's... Oh, that was part of the windmill model, it looks like. But why is it still showing up when we disabled it? Can we say none as mesh? Yeah. It still doesn't go away though. The fuck is happening? Oh my god, are you fucking serious? So it's saying we must have left some geometry. It'll be fine if we push it. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just put it on. I'm so fucking done with this at this point. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't remember it being like that before. I just didn't notice that. Anyway, import. Jesus. I mean, I don't know who does 3D modeling, but it's like an alien. It's like an alien skill set to me. I can't even imagine. It's kind of windmill. One blade, two blade. What did we call this in the end? We called it windmill 1, but it used to be windmill 2, which is why it's using windmill 2's texture. So yeah, that won't get confusing. Okay. And then I'm going to need windmill blade on windmill. Okay. Oh, I feel like we're finally getting somewhere. All this is what I mean, right? It's so crazy, right? If you want a day and night cycle and thunderstorms and rain and, you know, 3D geometry that you bounce around in and run and climb and, you know what I mean? Like, most of that stuff's relatively easy and straightforward to do. But if you want to turn a windmill blade, yeah, you better be ready for a fucking day of grinding in Blender and Photoshop and Unity, and it's like, you're fucking kidding me, aren't you? All we're doing is rotating a fucking blade. It's always the stuff that you would think would be easy that's like the biggest pain in the fucking ass in these things. And it's like, it's just so weird. But if I wanted to like, if I wanted to get real world geometry of, I don't know, Los Angeles right now, I could probably download it and stick it into a terrain generator and then, you know, have it in Unity within fucking 10 seconds. But if I want to turn a blade on a windmill, ooh, get ready to grind. Get ready to grind, motherfucker. It's fucking nuts. Right, I am so fucking lost and confused right now. Okay, I'm not. I know what I'm doing. I'm just gotta get it fucking done. Fuck off. If I delete, I'll just reanimate it again if I need to. It won't let me. You motherfucking piece of shit. You absolute fucking horse's ass. Get out of my fucking sight right now. Piece of shit fucking animator. Right. I haven't textured it yet, but okay, let's just make sure everything's working. Also, that's a little too close to the building, so let's just pull it back. Okay. And we can check if it's working because, well, now I can do it mathematically, which is the way I normally do it. We start at 0. Did that work? I would assume it did. We can start at 0, and if we want to go this way, yeah, okay, we're going in positive angles. Then we can do 9E. It'll look the same because if you look at it, it's like a cross, right? So we won't see much difference as we're typing these numbers in, but as long as we get them right, it should be linear as fuck, which is what we want. And then 270. And then we just tell it 360. We tell it linear. We can drag these fuckers out. And hopefully... Oh my god, finally a fucking windmill actually rotates. Holy shit. Pick our speed. Nice and slow. It's a relaxing lake scene, so it's still a bit fast. Try that. Yeah, that's alright. We need to texture the blade. Okay, let's texture the blade. Yeah, I was going to stick with that one. I think it looks good. Right, shall we go and enjoy the fruits of our labor? Shall we go and ogle our windmill? I think we should go ogle our windmill because I think we've earned it. I really do. Fucking hell. Ogler and a windmill after all that. I should get the fucking VIP at the strip club. Jesus Christ. And now I'm a blender expert. What are these two fucking separate models? Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe not. Now that we know how to do it, I'm curious, like if we wanted to do that all as one model, it's probably not too bad now. So if we go and load our original windmill. Yeah, I'm not gonna save it. And then we can select this is our blade, right? So then okay, the problem is I need to figure out. Okay, the problem is if I did want to do it that way, I would need to figure out a way to get my cursor into the middle of this blade, because that's what I need to do. Shift and S, isn't it? So we want cursor to active, I guess, and it didn't move. That also didn't move it. Yes, I'm confused about this cursor. Doesn't seem to want to move where we want to move it. So cursor to grid. What does that do? Cursor ain't fucking moving. Cursor is just like fuck you. I'm staying down here. Yeah, the cursor's like fuck you. Don't you fucking tell me what to do, you son of a bitch. The cursor's an asshole. He just won't move. So yeah, I'm glad I did it the way that I did it and just said fuck this. Let's put it in its own separate model, and then once we center, then we're gonna have to worry about one piece to center. And once that piece is centered, then we just add it onto the other model as a separate piece. Because like it's just, I don't know Blender well enough to know how to do it any other way. It's taken me longer to get this fucking windmill added than it did the rest of the whole town. That's not necessarily true. The town took like 2 hours to import. I remember that. It's worth it though. But still, like that was a significantly long amount of time just for one fucking windmill, I feel like. Okay. Show me my windmill. I need to see it. It better look nice. It better look lovely. Or I'm gonna kill someone. Cause it fucking put me through hell. Yeah, no, that looks pretty good. I think I like it. Yeah, I think that's good. I guess. I don't know. It's a little you know what I mean? It is a little lackluster after all that we went through, but it's a nice. I still think it's a nice touch. Does this have a collider on it? No. And how is it size-wise? Are we good? I think so. I think that seems fine. You can see it's not actually attached to the, okay, we might need to stick something there just so. Yeah, okay, we might want to stick something. It's a bit immersion breaking. Don't ruin the immersion! Don't you know how immersive this is? And we've still got this fucking garbage texture. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll work on it still. That's obviously left over from the original blades, I would think. I mean, look, it was my first ever time getting a model, right? We deleted the base because it had this stupid base on it. This also needs to come down a bit. It's actually floating in the air slightly. It had this stupid base on it that looked like a coaster, like it was meant to be a drinks coaster. And then it had this chimney with this smoke coming out of it. Hello, Pika. Welcome, welcome. Now, to be fair, the chimney don't look too bad. It does look like it has a metal plate over the top of it, but you know what? That's not a bad first attempt at editing model, I think. And then we managed to successfully separate out the windmill sails. And now we've managed to animate it. Yeah, the textures are a little fucked, and yeah, there's a little bit of geometry left over from the edit, and yeah, it took way longer than anything like that probably should have, but you know, we were new to it. At least with our next one, hopefully we'll do a better job, and we'll do it a little bit quicker, and we'll know how to center the blades, and you know, a lot of those issues should be dealt with. Yeah, we need to fix our duck as well. Our duck is a nightmare. He's too small though. He's cute though. He's very cute. He's a very cute duck. Oh! Oh, I fell in the lake. This is actually the lake. Yeah. I fell in. Let's get out. There we go. Alright, let's go to the town. Let's check out the town. Should we go all the way around? Let's go all the way around. Just for a change. We're going to have a look at the lighthouse on the way. Finally got the Android TV version of Twitch to load up your stream. What, is that new? Have they not had one before? I think I remember. Didn't you mention it before? Like there was an issue with it or something. Okay. All right, let's check out our town. I mean, our town now is optimized as hell. We need the second windmill, and we were getting, what was it? 70 FPS in town the last time we went, which is really great. We're at 70 FPS now. It's running really well. It's really good, and it's still not fully optimized. I'm really pleased with how this is all turning out. It hasn't been... Oh, that's weird. I haven't seen that debug message for a while. It hasn't been easy getting here, but yeah. I think we're doing good. And the fucking grass looks great. I think the grass looks fantastic. And that's not even using my grass texture yet. That's going to look even better. Right, there should be a little passageway that takes us into town, but I guess this island really is bigger than I ever give it credit for. 80 frames a second there. Beautiful. Yeah, here it is. Oh, fountain. I forgot we put our fountain back as well. And this light should be coming on soon. You see this street light? So that's wired up to my automatic lighting system. So when the sun sets at 6 p.m, roughly, that light will come on by itself. And any other light that's linked to it, which we haven't linked the other lights up yet, so it'll just be this one for now. I don't know what time it is officially right now, in game time. Let's see. Where's my Unistorm thing? Oh, it's only... Oh, it's about to hit 4 o'clock, so in an hour, that light should come on. Not an hour real time, an hour game time, so it shouldn't take that long. Yeah, the fountain, it doesn't look the best. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, 70, 80 FPS in here now. Look at this. Holy shit. We can optimize this some more as well. We're not even done yet. That is fucking nuts. This is really nice though, because it shows that as long as I'm smart about the way I do things. Look at it, 80 FPS, 80, 90 FPS we were getting there. Gliding around town with all these buildings and stuff. And all the flowers, all the grass. 90 FPS. Let's see if we can get that. Watch the light come on. Because that was a pain in the ass to code that. Getting that to work. Come on, you stupid light. Hello, Who Day TV. A lot of names are coming up in this really dark blue today, so it's really hard for me to read because I got a black background. But I think that says Who Day TV. Yeah, hello, welcome. How are you? Did you see the hide and seek event? Yeah, I haven't. I don't want to play any of it. All I do, Peaks, is log on. I spend my energy just so that I've got enough weapon mats for her. Ooh, we've got fire. Did you see that? We had like fire things, fire sparks. That was kind of fun. All right, is it not? Oh yeah, it comes on at 6 o'clock at night, doesn't it? So yeah, it was still another 2 hours away. So oh wait, I was looking at the wrong light. There it is. There you go. Yeah, they'll come on and go off by themselves. Which is pretty neat because I can just stick tons of these all around the island, and when the sun sets, they'll just come on. Nighttime lighting, which is pretty cool. It was a pain in the ass to set up though, because these things have LODs on them. So it was easy enough doing the base model, which we're looking at now. But as you get further away, they switch into LOD mode, and I had to change the light on every single version of the model, which was a giant pain in the ass because some of them use shared materials. So yeah, getting them to stay on throughout their different various model versions. Why is she glitched? Okay, it's fine. She'll come out of it. We got some things to fix still. This grass looks great though. This is the grass with my grass texture as well. And I think it looks great. So good. So eventually all the grass is going to look this good. It's just that I'm not painting everything just yet because I need to sort cliffs out and find out where I'm putting stuff. And the beach, I only just started working on the beaches. That needs doing. But yeah, it's coming together. 90 FPS still as well. So obviously my optimization's going pretty well. Did I do all the modeling? No, I can't model to save my life. So I download the models for the most part. I did make this character though using DAZ Studio, but like that software is basically like, yeah, it's all about building characters and stuff. But yeah, I can't manually model stuff. That's not my forte. But I built this entire game with its systems and stuff. I'm more of a coder than anything else. Like climbing mechanics and stuff. So all of these, like climbing mechanics, gliding mechanics, all of this is my own code. The terrain system uses my own algorithm to get these steep cliffs and stuff. So I use my own algorithm to get the shapes and everything. Yeah, so... But yeah, modeling's the one thing I didn't do. Because I can't model for shit. My main account on Global is now officially 4 levels above your main account. I don't care. You say this like you think I care. Yeah, I told you, I'm only playing that game for the exploration at this point. Nice, if you want to model sometime, let me know. Oh, do you model? Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, well, at the moment, what I'm doing, I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm using this thing called Sketchfab, which is pretty good. But it's like a mixture of paid and free models. So at the moment I'm having to sort of settle for the. But there you go. That was the first model I've ever edited. So this was all one mesh, and I wanted to animate the blades. I've come too far away now. But yeah, so I went into Blender. First time I've ever really used Blender, and I managed to get this selected, and then I removed that. I managed to get the smoke out, and then I had to separate the blades. Then I had this huge problem where it wasn't rotating around the center of the blades, so that took a while to fix. But yeah, I finally got the thing like edited, so I'm quite proud of that because I suck at modeling. Yeah, this was my other windmill. I want to do this one as well. So yeah, at the moment I'm just kind of downloading stuff off here. So it's tricky because I've got to find something good and it's got to be free normally. Nice, brother. For someone new, that's a hard task. Yeah, well, the interface is quite confusing. Like, I'm still unsure. So like, I figured out that basically if I can get this cursor to the middle of the rotation point, then I can change its pivot point through a menu. But trying to get this cursor to go where I want it is it just doesn't want to do anything, and I don't really get that. So I can control an S, and I would have thought like active would do it because this is like the active object, right? Yeah, I've left some stuff there. I need to do a better job of that. Yeah, okay, I'm still learning, but yeah. Shift and right click moves that cursor. Oh, does it? Every tutorial I've watched. Oh, thank you. Every tutorial I've watched and read, and I've gone through a few now, they all said you use Shift and S, and then you want to select one of these. They didn't even mention the right mouse button. So, yeah, so thank you for that. It's just a learning process though, isn't it? So yeah, from here I should be able to just go to, I think it's Object, Set Origin. Yeah, I should be able to origin to 3D cursor, I guess. Yeah, and if I try and rotate that now. Oh no, it's still down there, interestingly. That's kind of weird. Huh. Yeah, I don't really understand that, but I ended up using a separate model. So what I did is I just put the sails in a separate model, and then I centered that, and I just parented it as a different object in Unity. Because, yeah, I'm still too unfamiliar with all that stuff to do it any other way. You have to select it first and then set the origin. Ah, right, okay. That's probably what I was doing wrong. Do you know that the third game... Did you know that the third game in the... Yeah, there's some really nice models in here though, but the really nice ones are normally like yeah, like I have no problem paying for nice models, but the amount I'm gonna need in this game, it would bankrupt me. So yeah, I'm trying to just stick to the free ones for now. I did buy her scarf though, because that was essential. Because she's a Girl Scout. So you see this green like scarf thing. Like I needed that to kind of tie together the the Girl Scout look. So I ended up buying that actually off a modeling website. It still clips through a shirt. Oh yeah, I did. It's because I fluffed out the shirt. So I guess I'm going to need to realign that now as well. That's fine. Models are nice. It's just hard to build free assets. Materials hardly ever match and can be heavy on the eyes. Yeah, I mean, it's my first game though, so this is more of it's more like a personal ambition thing for me. Like the reason this game exists is because I always wanted to have like climbing and gliding mechanics in a video game, just like in Genshin. And I've racked my head ever since that game came out. I'm like, how on earth are they doing this? And it's taken me this long just to get the terrain that looks like it would work to support those mechanics. So once I figured out how to do these steep cliffs using my own little hack, yeah, that was it. I was like, okay, we're doing it. We're gonna... she's glitched. Okay, I need to fix that. It's fine. Yeah, once I figured out how to get these cliffs, I was like, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna code some climbing and gliding mechanics. Yeah, and they still need some work, but overall I'm quite happy with that. It's pretty cool. Just explain the reason I got into 3D modeling personally. Yeah, I'd love to get into it. I think if I was going to do it, I'd want to do it properly. Hey, shout at me! Alright. Right, I'm going to need to go anywhere. Yeah, this is going to be the base camp as well, so it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to go get some dinner, and I should be back streaming shortly. But yeah, thanks for the follow, and I will catch you shortly. See ya.